Hello, welcome back to my stand-up. This is sprint 4. Um, yeah, it is quite late. It's 11 p.m. I just spent 10 minutes recording this video but forgot to hit record. I've seen many YouTubers say they've done this. This is the first time I've done this. I feel quite silly, but it's because I'm very tired. Do not do things when you're tired. But anyway, this needs to get done. So let's get right into it. I think we'll start here. First thing I did the sprint was I started by just planning out my next project idea, and I'm not going to go into this much now because I'm going to make a separate video on this. And I'm actually a little bit behind here because this was meant to be, I was meant to put one of these out each month, but really my main goal was I want to do 3 this quarter. So if I get this done this sprint and then another one done next sprint, still completely on track there. And then I've added a few more video ideas here, most of these to do with AI, since AI is pretty massive right now. I just wanted to talk about how I code with AI and some other things like how I'm managing my sprint and my backlog with AI, which is actually just inside the repo for this website. And then this one is not AI, but this is actually just the associating video with this new app idea. And then this one is how I use AI to help me manage my notes. And also, I guess, just a bit about how I do my notes in general. So yeah, these are just 4 video ideas I had. Not really any work done there. So moving on to the bulk of the work I did the sprint. This was kind of carrying on from last sprint, where I began to flesh out my backend for balantheorem.co.uk. And as you can see, these 3 here are the 3 sprint goals, and they're all done now, which is great. So yeah, what I've been working on is creating a .NET C# backend for this website, and I wanted to get this deployed. And the first feature included in that backend is being able to register interest to, well, one, the site as a whole. I can show you that now, just here. So this was here before now. This was here before, but now if you enter your email, it will add your email to the backend, and I can see who's registered, and I can in the future send out email updates. And then the other thing is, if you go to one of these apps, you can go and register interest specifically on the app, and this will help in the future for me to gauge how much interest there is in a specific project, and also things like sending out beta test links. So yeah, very exciting, very happy to have this done. This was quite a lot of work. I had to build the structure for my backend and think about how this would look. So with all that work, I wanted to make the most of it, and I wanted to create a template project such that in the future, when I want a .NET backend with a web front end, I can just create it from the template. And so yeah, obviously this includes the backend code, all of the projects in there, the front end code, and these are well integrated. The backend project generates a open API spec, which can be used to generate a front-end service, front-end API service, which means you don't have to do any of the HTTP calling yourself. You just call the methods which are already generated. This is very good, and this will be set up immediately. Just a bit of background there. I've used .NET templating to do this, so I think it will look something like .NET new, give it the template, give it the project name, and then it'll create a new project. And yeah, the backend front-end integration will all be there, nicely coupled. I've also got the deploy script to deploy to my Kubernetes cluster, have the Helm chart, which will also help with the Kubernetes deployment, a README to guide me through it, And then I think that's pretty much it. But yeah, this will build and grow. I'm sure this will be very helpful for my speedy development in the future. And for now, this just covers web projects, but I definitely will make one for Flutter projects. So these two are just two new video ideas I had, actually relating to the work I've just done. And this one is just to share the web template in more detail, maybe make the Git repo public so you guys can see it. And yeah, just walk through some of the things I have there to speed up deployment, development and deployment, I guess, in the future. And then this one is kind of similar, but this is about open sourcing. This is about open sourcing this website so that other indie developers who want to do similar thing to me, create a portfolio and share their sprint board, their backlog, can do so. And yeah, that's it for work this sprint. We'll move on to my goals for the next sprint. So next sprint, my absolute number one priority is to create a new app idea video, because as I said, I'm running a little bit behind on that. Ideally would have done it last month, but it's okay. I think I'll do 2 this month. And then these two are secondaries, really. I want to move Earn Your Vices into beta testing, and kind of hand in hand with that, I would like to be able to send out these beta invites for people who have registered interest to the app. But yeah, I want to have a look into this. I don't know how much work it's going to be. This might make this a bit easier. I'm not sure. These are secondary. This is my priority this sprint. Yeah, pretty good. Actually recording this time. Yeah, I think that's all. Thank you very much for listening. If you have any questions about anything, if there's anything more you want to hear about, any video ideas, app ideas, drop in the comments. Give me a like and a subscribe. Thank you very much. See you next time.